Well, folks, live Saturday, October 31st, that's Halloween night. It's going to be the UWA Whole Night Bash, most terrifying nights in the UWA, where every champion will embrace the horror that is professional wrestling. And what's going to happen at Whole Night Bash with 8 exclusive matches on the card. Some of the matches will be deciding moments here in the UWA. Huge night. And here's the matches on the card. Of course, earlier tonight, Von Creed issued a challenge to a no DQ match for West Coast Championship to Planet X. And Planet X, we all assume he accepted the match because we all know he never backed down to a fight. So Planet X will face Von Creed and probably his toughest challenge to date for the West Coast Championship. And then we contested under Urban Rules for the Team Championships. And Mona Loca and Aaron Emney will take on the World's House Tag Team, and these two teams have made it personal tonight. And of course, now the enforcement has made it even more heinous against Mona Loca and Aaron Emney, and allowed us to see Jax and Too Big to be in the corner of the Tag Team Champions. What's going to happen when these two teams meet? And then the UWA Tag Team Title Number Contendership match between 2 3 falls between the Gridiron Greats and Sex and Violence. The first fall will be a normal tag team match. The second fall will be an elimination table match. The third fall, if necessary, will be a steel cage match, and the winner will face the Mythbusters on an episode of Assault 19 for the Tag Team Championships. And then for the Fatal Fall qualifying match, it will be Broly against Bam or against Vicious. And after we saw Broly get German suplex to Vicious on the steel steps, will Vicious make it to Whole Night Bash to face Broly, continue this war between these two titans? That's on the wait and see. And then for the WWE Championship, a truly personal rematch between Ursula Ariano and Lazora Blanca. Ursula Ariano feels that fluke loss last week against Lazora Blanca. Lazora Blanca believes she is a legit champion. Who's going to win for these two fiery Latinas when they meet again at Whole Night Bash? And then for the UWA Championship, it's going to be Samoa Joe versus Lord Magna. The enforcer handpicked Lord Magna to face Samoa Joe at Whole Night Bash. And ever since then, these two have fought all over backstage. It's been brutal and personal, and there's been a lot of manipulation involved. What's going to give on that night when these two meet for the championship? And then in the main event, Coco against Pink Angel for the Women's Championship. Second time in UWA history where women will headline a huge CPV. This match, these two known each other ever since the gig up was 2 years ago. Coco from the ECW. Personal because these two met, and the time will come to fruition at Whole Night Bash. The Coco faces the Pink Angel for the Women's Championship in the main event. And it's time to move on to the main event here tonight on Assault. We're also Whole Night Bash. It'll be the Fatal Fall match where the number contender, or the winner of the Fatal Fall match will be the number contender for the UWA Championship, who will face the UWA Champion at Gang Warfare for the UWA Championship in the final Fatal 4 qualifying match tonight in the Fatal 4 match.
The following contest is a melee match. Now approaching the ring, from Frankfurt, Germany, weighing in at 249 pounds, the one-man massacre, Gunther Wolf.
Well, folks, it's our main event time, our final Fatal Fall qualifying match of the evening. We'll find out who the fifth man will be. The Fatal Fall match will meet Egoman, Sombriato, the franchise player, and Vampiro. Remember, the Fatal Fall match, a match will take place only on top of the Hell in a Cell, and the only way to win is to be the last man standing, because when a man falls off the Hell in a Cell, he'll be eliminated from the match. The last man standing will be the winner of the match and the number contender to face the UWA champion at Gang Warfare. Remember, I can see Gunther Wolf down here. And last week on Assault, as the show opened up, we saw Gunther Wolf fighting backstage and locking against the Convicts, who have a lot of heat against each other backstage, because these two men are vying for a lot of attention, you know, on Assault, but they're not really getting that attention, and those two men are fighting for that final open spot, you know, to get somewhat of a push, perhaps. They're going to try to get an opportunity, because this man's the type of push he can get by being the fifth man to compete in the Fatal Fall match, who can possibly move on to Gang Warfare to face the UWA champion. Man, I mean, trust me, the physical cut specialist in this match is definitely going to have his hands full, and probably, if there's any match that this man probably can see as possibly a winner, it'd be this match. I think, in my opinion, you know, some fans out here watching, Gunther Wolf is definitely a hands-on favorite. He said to me earlier today that he is going to see this opportunity to make his moment here, to move on to the top, possibly become one of the next, to move on to the upper echelon of top talent in the UWA here.
Coming down the aisle from Baltimore, Maryland, ladies and gentlemen, this is Spike!
And folks, I was actually shocked. I couldn't even find an explanation last week why Spike tried to come out to the ring here tonight, or last week, when Vampiro, the Destroyer Franchise player, went at it, because assuming that he wanted to stake his claim for the UWA Championship, it's a surprise for all of us, because, you know, Spike is a UWA original. He fought in the early days of UWA, and ever since he joined the UWA back in 2002, he never had any desire to become UWA champion. But I guess now things have changed. I guess for some reason Spike now wants to have that spot, that main event spot to compete for the UWA championship someday. We get an opportunity here tonight. First, he's not always going to go against Gunther Wolf, so we're going to go against this man, one of America's most dangerous men by far, the Convict. Man, a man who's a week of violence in his path everywhere he goes.
On his way to the ring, now residing under house arrest in Oakland, California, this is the Convict!
And just like Au Natural, who we haven't seen since Beach Party Slam, ever since Plaxico Burress defeated the Convict, we haven't seen the Convict, you know, since Beach Party Slam. I guess since then he's probably, you know, licked his wounds and, you know, picking his spot, hitting for the right time to strike. And what a better way to strike than in this pitiful qualifier match. Not only will he go against his rival Gunther Wolf, but also one of his former adversaries, the Destroyer. And here he comes, the Underground Champion. You know, a man who says supposedly has mutual respect for the franchise player. And a man who says he thinks he's better than Samoa Joe. A man who desperately, he said he eagerly wants to have a shot at the UWA Championship.
On his way to the ring, he is the current Underground Champion from Heathens Row, Cameron, the Destroyer.
Spurs have been a huge rise in the UWA ever since earlier this year at Pandemonium, you know. But then the truth that really set the Destroyer off, and we all knew that he was going to be a star someday, was when he won at Master in the Elimination Chamber, because he was the first man into the Elimination Chamber, and he was in there with the likes of Mitch Larson, the Enforcer, Broly, Von Creed, and Lord Magma, and somehow the Destroyer survived to the very end and managed to defeat Von Creed, and so that just surprised the hell of everybody. Everyone thought the Destroyer was probably the first one eliminated, but ever since then, you know, he's been a surprise of everyone, and man, he's been on a huge winning streak. So what's going to happen tonight when these four men clash here? You see, Gunther Wolf and Destroyer going at each other, two huge rivals. Of course, the cultural differences, you know, lead to these guys have these bloody wars over the years. Looks like that's going to commence later, continue here later on tonight.
This, though, was Convict going second rope. Oh, third rope here, going old school on Spike here. Oh my! Playing a forearm to the back. Oh, Destroyer with a right hand in face. Gunther Wolf, he's got him from behind. Got him up his shoulders and slams him down that electric chair. Convict, though. Oh, right hook on this absolutely leveling Spike. DDT applied to Gunther Wolf. Convict here, though, just combination of left and right to finish off the uppercut to Spike, and now going after. Oh, look at this, though!
Oh my God! I sent him down the life sentence. Let's be off to the Destroyer and the only goal in the match here. I guess not. Like it does. Got to put in the middle of the ring here.
Look at Spike there, forced to go up to the ref because Convict went for the cover. Could have wasted, you know, he could have shot Convict, would have done him some good, but of course he decided to go after referee Robert Sweeney.
Yeah, so you saw Spike do that full Nelson face buster on a Robert Sweeney. Man, Robert Sweeney definitely had his hands full all tonight. Yeah, he has been officiating a lot of controversial matches earlier tonight. Now he has his hands full telling these four men, because we all know all these men will do whatever they have to do to get that that 5th spot in the Fatal Fall match at Holy Night Bash.
Destroyer in the corner though gets a big splash on a Bulldog. Wait a minute, did Convict just do a low blow to Gunther Wolf? He might have been, he gets turned around, but Gunther Wolf goes on a spike. Not effective from that shot and turns around that clothesline. Gunther Wolf coming nicely back from that low blow. Convict goes after him once more. Destroyer got him on the shoulders again with that face buster electric chair. Oh, Spike trying to get a cheap pin and cover here, and Destroyer obviously breaks that up, and referee might have took it out too. Good shot. Destroyer on the apron.